And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the low bracket semi-finals. We're almost through the qualifier here. There's 2 series left. This one, and of course, one more after, as Cristiano is patiently waiting in the qualifying match for the winner of this very series. The qualifying match, of course, for the Fusion Esports League Cracov 2025. And sporting in the bottom left-hand corner of Tokamak, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the Blue Protoss representing Team Liquid. It is MaNa. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the Red Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is sOs. And if you're in the chats, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into our PvP best of 3. Best of luck here. And fun fact, we were looking up some stats earlier, if you recall, about Skillus and sOs, and we found out that Skillus and sOs, they'd never played before until this tournament, until this qualifier. They've just never crossed paths in their history, history in StarCraft, in their careers, just because Skillus, he kind of rose through the ranks later on, like after sOs had retired, so they never played against each other. MaNa, though, has been around the entire time. MaNa, he's been around since the start of the universe. He's been around. He is eternal, if you will. And I was almost certain that they had played before, and they had played once in their past, in their careers, in the Masters Cup. That was back in 2023. That was after sOs's retirement, after he had actually come back for a brief stint, and they're actually tied 1-1. Like, they have a 50% win rate against each other. Let's go. But now, though, if you're in the chat, of course, predictions, right? Predictions are open. Place your bets. Best of luck. Get your Gamba going. As MaNa sits up with the proxy pylon. Ooh, Stargate opener out of sOs. And it looks like sOs, he will scout. He will scout. He will confirm. He gets eyes on MaNa. Let's go. He does get eyes on the attempted proxy. MaNa, he commits anyway. He's crazy. Let's go. MaNa, he commits. He doubles down. Does commit to the proxy robo. And again, sOs is going Stargate before expand. You know what that means? That means Void Rays. That means he can make Void Rays defensively. Zealot has already arrived as well. This is, in a way, the Max Fax opener. Gate, Cybercore, Stargate into Nexus. And again, Void Rays can help shut down whatever comes out of these robos. I do favor sOs's position. The Zealot does force the Stalkers to keep up with the Zealot, does distract. Oracle first. This is a risky maneuver. It should be Oracle into Void Ray, and the role of the Oracle is to go across the map and to cripple MaNa. Is to cripple him, and checking MaNa's vision, he doesn't know. He doesn't know he has to get ready for an Oracle. This is a brutal position here. MaNa, he has no idea. He has no idea he needs a shield battery or at least some warp-ins back at home. And without any defenses, he will lose all his probes. If he loses the probes, then that's the end of the game. Like, that's a win condition here, and here comes the Oracle. And again, MaNa just never saw the Stargate. Like, he just doesn't know how greedy or how safe sOs is being. Now he knows. Yeah, now he sees, now he knows. Oracle's moving in. MaNa, he's aware. No warp gate. Yeah, no warp gate, no warp in. Oracle does go for the dive. Probes are going to be going down. At the same time, MaNa goes into the main. He's all in. He's completely all in. Void Ray has arrived. That's going to be 6 probe kills across the map. The Void Ray, oh my god, takes a lot of hits, takes a lot of damage. The Void Ray is low, but the shield battery does keep it alive. And the Prism has to pull back. Back at home, MaNa does defend. The Oracle is still alive. The Oracle's still out there. As MaNa rotates. He rotates, runs into another shield battery. The shield batteries, they keep everything alive. The Immortal does move in. MaNa can focus him down. He can focus down the battery. Going for the main army instead. Void Ray taking a lot of hits, taking a lot of damage. But there's another shield battery. Another one on the high ground. And again, sOs, he's holding on. A third Void Ray's on the way. Oh. MaNa does attempt to move in. Oracle back into the main. Oh. Gets 1, gets 2, gets 2 more probes. Void Rays activate prismatic alignments. Going for the Stalkers themselves. Nice control out of MaNa, but he's still bleeding out some Stalkers. Yeah, Stalkers are still going down. Brutal losses. That was what? That was 3 Stalkers falling. So a bit of miscontrol there from MaNa. He was late to pick up. And SOS holds. At this point, SOS he holds. He has 2 bases. He has a higher probe count. He has 3 Void Rays. I don't see how MaNa can break him. And MaNa, he turns around. From here, does he expand? Oh, God. This is a brutal position for MaNa. Brutal position. Now, the Oracle pokes in. The Oracle does not get eyes on the would-be natural. But MaNa expanding here basically admits that he cannot break his opponent. Okay, doesn't expand. Doesn't expand. He pulls back, warps in, pulls back around. Okay. So he's still all in. He's still all in. I mean, again, like, I don't see an expansion working here. So the probe goes back. The probe goes back. It looks like maybe MaNa was thinking about it, but now he does, you know, he's now committing. He's here to commit, here to persevere. Does hit on the Oracle. Jesus, this is what, 6 shield batteries? 6 shield batteries to defend. That's a lot of batteries. And we have 4 Void Rays. There's prismatic alignments. Does focus on the Stalkers. And GG gets called. MaNa, he runs into a brick wall, and SOS takes game number 1. Whew, GG. SOS, he does claim the first game here. And again, I really love the build from SOS because, I'll be honest, it wasn't just in this tournament broadcast, but another reason why I was assuming, oh yeah, SOS is just going to go Gate, Cyber, Expand, which he did every game against Skillus, if you recall, is because SOS did it quite often, quite a lot, at Homestory Cup. We saw a lot of PvPs out of SOS in Homestory Cup, and very often he was cutting corners and being greedy and getting away with it, or at times being punished for it. Here, he's shown off so much PvP already this tournament, this qualifier, that he shakes it up and goes for a Stargate before expanding. So a much safer build this time. I wouldn't say a hard counter. What made it brutal was that MaNa didn't know. That was the only problem there, is that he just didn't know there was a Stargate, so he didn't know he had to defend back at home. For MaNa to be 1 base all in and to lose 6 probes across the map, I mean, that's just insane damage. Just because every worker matters that much more for MaNa, because he can't afford to lose them. And with that, here we go. We're getting into our next game, and potentially the final game of the series. I'm hoping for a back and forth. I'm hoping for an ace match, but the pressure is on. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Team Liquid. It is MaNa. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is SOS. And again, SOS, he has been mixing up his builds here. He's been greedy at times. He's been safe at other times, which was the last build, of course. Going for a safe opener. And setting up before that all in. Also able to scout it, also able to delay it. This time, what do you have for us? As again, SOS has been mixing up his builds. So far, again, we have that 2-gate opener. SOS Gate Cyber Expand. Now, my apologies, I'm assuming Gate Cyber Expand, but remember, last game he went for a Stargate before Nexus. So, SOS, he's shown us that he's willing to play safe, or, never mind, greedy. He skips the Zealot, goes straight for the Nexus. This is insane greed out of SOS, and this is where a 1-base all-in would excel, and MaNa, he reads him beautifully. MaNa, he doesn't even scout, by the way, but he assumes, hey, you're known for being greedy. I know that you played safe last game, but I think that was a one-off, and I feel like you're going to be greedy here. So a good read here from MaNa. The mind games are real, and he reads SOS like a book. Cybercore is done. Show us the Robo. Show us the 1-base all-in, and this should be more successful than game 1. Assuming that's a Robo, assuming it's a 1-base all-in. Yeah, there it is. Now, I'm not saying that this will straight up kill SOS. There's a big advantage for MaNa, a big advantage here. Again, the big difference from game 1 and game 2 is that in game 1, SOS went for a Stargate before Nexus, which means that he couldn't make an Oracle, he couldn't make Void Rays defensively. Here, he has no tech. Like here, SOS is cutting even more corners, he's being even greedier. So MaNa, he's attempting the hard counter. And he finds the base, he finds the Nexus, goes into the main, and he should be feeling pretty good about this. MaNa should be feeling good about this position. He's got a third gateway being thrown down with the proxy. SOS does confirm the proxy location. Adept does bypass the main army. Adept is moving out. MaNa's moving in. Here comes a prism. Warp gate is still being researched. We do see MaNa fully wall up to make sure the Adept does not get into the main. The Adept doesn't get in, but he will force a defensive warp in, but there are sentries to defend. And here comes MaNa. Going for the main. Sentries in position. And they do get a lot of hull damage here on the Prism. Prism going to be zoned away. One sentry goes down. He gets one. He gets one. Now going for the other. There is one shield battery. But he's going for the warp in. He's going for the kill. Very similar to what we saw at the skills. Oh, Prism goes down. Uh-oh. That's the only warp in. I was going for the pylon. The Artorias pylon. No, everything's going to get depowered. No more warp gates. No more gateways. No more nothing. No more production. Yeah, brutal Artorias pylon. Ay, ay, ay. Not like this, Pappy, not like this. And MaNa, he should overwhelm. Now his reinforcements are delayed, but they're not coming in. Does force field, does lock him into his own main. The Immortal moves in, GG gets called, and MaNa ties up the series 1-1. We are going to the ace match. Let's go, Pappy, let's go. GG, well played. Again, MaNa, he was able to, I would say again, borderline hard counter SOS. We saw a very similar setup earlier between Skillus and SOS as well, where Skillus was able to catch SOS with his pants down and just completely shut him down on Persephone as well. But now we're going for the ace match. We're going for the ace match here. And after what just happened, I can't imagine that SOS is going to go for another greedy build. No shot. He's probably going to calm things down, but a lot will be determined by the map itself. Where are we dropping? Where are we loading in? Yeah, let's go. As we are getting into the ace match. Hopefully I can join in time. That was scary. Whew, was a little bit scary. And here we go. Game 3 is going to be on MaNa. Interesting. The largest map in the map pool. A lot of proxy locations are available. And the last time we saw SOS on MaNa, we saw SOS go for something more standard. He went for a 2-gate opener. If you remember, it was against Pappy. It was a Pappy. Where he went for a 2-gate opener into a more standard build. We'll see if that happens here as well. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of MaNa, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Team Liquid. Tying up the series 1-1 and forcing the ace match, it is MaNa. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is SOS. Whew. Here we go. And we'll see if SOS goes for a standard opener here, if he goes up to 2 gates, or if he commits and once again tries to go for a greedy build. Show us what you got. So there we go. 2-gate opener out of MaNa, 2-gate opener out of SOS. And again, there's a reason why we brought this up earlier is because we saw SOS do this very same opener against Pappy on MaNa. So 2-gate opener here, going for something more standard for the first time this series. And so is MaNa. I mean, he's been going 2-gate every game so far. But he will probe scouts and he will confirm the gateway setup. We'll confirm. As MaNa's on patrol. Second pylon is hidden here from MaNa, and SOS, he does not find it. Uh-oh. SOS, he does not check behind the base. Oh god, he barely doesn't see the pylon, and that's why he's checking. Right now he's searching for the pylon. He believes that there's a proxy. We know that there isn't, but SOS, he fails to scout the pylon. He doesn't see what's going on. So this is forcing some inefficiencies here out of SOS, as he has one extra probe and not mining. So again, really nice positioning, really nice mind games here by MaNa. You can see he's still looking, by the way. SOS, he said there's 3 probes, one here on the right, one on the left, one out in the middle. SOS, he's desperately searching for the proxy. He's convinced. Sends out a stalker as well. He's like, where are you? Who are you? There's nothing. So again, really nice mind games here by MaNa. MaNa just expands. MaNa is just chilling, just expanding, settling up back at home. SOS, he's just incredibly paranoid. Ooh, does run into the Adepto. Nicely done. More stalkers back at home. MaNa came into the shade, but there are more stalkers here to keep up. MaNa has to pull away. He's where the high stalker counts. Now what's important here is that, SOS, he can turn this opener into one base all in. Robo before Nexus. It's a defensive setup. He is so delayed. So basically what just happened here, the reason why you would go for a Robo first before expanding, this is a very safe build. This is a hard counter to a proxy. So if MaNa was going for a proxy and a one base all in, then SOS would be well defended here. He'd be well set up to defend. But instead, there's no all in, and now SOS, he's just behind. He just has a very late expansion. You can see the natural's already done for MaNa. Nice force fields, he locks him down. Gets a stalker. Does trade a stalker for an adept. Better trade for MaNa, and again, MaNa's already mining. He's already mining here on 2 bases. SOS halfway through his own natural. Now, something important here. On the one hand, MaNa is in a better position. True, he has better mining, he has a higher worker count. Right now, there's a lot of pressure on SOS. He does deny the scouts, and he will get a probe. Nicely done. Yeah, miscontrol there from MaNa. His probes were exposed. But SOS can turn this into a 2 base all in. We could see Immortal Production into a Twilight Council into Glaives into 2 base all in, which is not an uncommon build. Ooh, SOS does find the Observer. Oh. Does find the Observer. Will zone away. MaNa has not seen anything, by the way, or he saw the timing of the Nexus at least. He needs to move out. Needs to confirm. And again, SOS is down 7 probes. Down 7 workers here. Prism has arrived. And here comes the army. Again, SOS is rallying everything across the map. He's committed. SOS is committed. We'll see what he can get done. MaNa doesn't really have much to work with here. He has a couple of force fields. But that Immortal is huge. Oh, Sentry. Okay, so we have Phoenixes. Yeah, Stargate follow-up here into Phoenix production. The Phoenixes, they were just scouted. So big scout by SOS, and he backs off. Okay, he backs off. He does respect the Phoenixes. Does go for his own scouts. Where are we headed? MaNa does spot the army. Phoenixes, they turn back around, they're racing back home. I think in Phoenixes, they can help lift the Immortal, they can focus on the Prism. And SOS, I don't really see him breaking this position. Meanwhile, if you remember, I was speaking about a 2 base all-in with Glaives. Oh, okay, we cancelled. I don't know if you saw that, but MaNa, he had Glaives on the way. He just cancelled Glaives going into charge, going in towards a longer setup here. And now taking up into Archons, will soon take a 3rd. SOS is just posturing, he's not committing. And he delayed the Phoenix Harass. But there's nothing at home. Probes are going down. It does focus on gas mining workers as well. Nice pickups. Prism into the main. Likewise going for more probes. Gets 2 and pulls out. Overall, MaNa is still ahead. Like, MaNa still has the greater economy. We do see sOs with the slightly faster third, but only slightly. sOs warping in. Warping in more zealous. Charge is now done. Strong timing here for sOs. Again, +1 at bat to kick in as well, so he's going to be up in upgrades. Up when it comes to charge, up when it comes to +1. sOs, he might be able to break MaNa here and now. It's going to be close. Yeah, going for the massive warp in. MaNa forced to respond. Rotating into the main. sOs pushing in from behind. Yeah, MaNa's out of position. Prism goes down, just a really awkward defense out of MaNa. He's locked in. Brutal force fields. Okay, the Archons, they break through. They break through the force fields. Probes are going down. And again, just a really awkward engagement here from MaNa. Oh, the Archon falls as well. And with that sOs, he's overwhelming. Yeah, he's just overwhelming him here. Just pulling him apart, pulling him out of position. Catching on more Zealots. Once again, the Immortals, they just cannot engage. And down goes the mineral line. 18 probe kills. 19, 20, 21. And that's just game-ending damage. That's just critical damage here. MaNa technically holds. There's still an Archon in the main. He's still in the main base. Ay, ay, ay. Again, just a really strong timing with +1 in charge. Just before MaNa was ready. And now sOs, he has a greater economy. Now he has a third base. He can make probes. He's transferring. sOs, he's running away with this. MaNa, he had such a good start to this game as well. Ay, ay, ay. He just was not set up. And sOs, he will claim this. Like, I don't see MaNa defending his third. Likewise, I don't see him defending his natural either. He's dropping with Immortals, which means they're not home to defend. sOs, he just claps in. Oof. Yeah, brutal catch, brutal surround, and GG gets called. MaNa, he just does not have enough at home, and sOs will claim the series 2-1, advancing on to the qualifying match. GG. Whew, GG, well played again. sOs basically going for a 2-base all-in. Essentially a 2-base all-in. If you remember, he only saturated his third base after he had done the damage across the map, so it was more of an afterthought. I mean, he had the setup there to eventually get into the mid game, but he was so dedicated there on 2 bases with the earlier +1, with the earlier charge, and with that Prism, he did distract MaNa. He just pulled him apart, dragged him out of position into the main base, and MaNa just was not ready for it. GG. GG, well played. With that, sOs does claim it, does take the series, and we have 1 match remaining here in tonight's broadcast. It is going to be the final qualifying match between sOs and Cristiano. Let's go. Let us go.